Welcome to Impact Podcaster Academy. This is the first of many free content videos that I'm doing for podcasters to help you get more fans, build a bigger platform, and make you more money with your podcast online. In this video, I'll introduce you to my channel and explain why this is the best place for podcasters looking to expand their show online. Hey, welcome to Impact Podcaster Academy. My name is Alec Hassan, and I help podcasters create more impact and income online without them needing to go viral or rely on sponsors. I know this show is going to be an absolute game changer for growing your podcast impact and income no matter what stage you're in. I started the show because I understand how frustrating it can be to spend years trying to expand your reach online and not have anything to show for it. Most podcasters never grow their show to the point where they can get paid by sponsors, and sadly, a lot of podcasters give up on creating content because they aren't seeing the results that they want. At Impact Podcaster Academy, we help podcasters quickly make money with their show without them needing to spend years trying to grow a large audience in order to attract the right sponsors. You see, by doing it this new way, podcasters can have more freedom and time to do the parts of podcasting that they actually love. And one thing I want to mention before we go any further, I will not turn you into a billionaire, a millionaire, or the next Joe Rogan overnight. The stuff I teach isn't some magical formula. Real success comes from doing real work and modeling those who are successful. And last but not least, if you're looking for some quick cash or have zero funds to invest in the growth of your show, then most of the stuff I'm going to be talking about here just won't apply to you. Not everyone likes to hear that, but I'm not here to sugarcoat things. I'm here to tell you the truth. So why should you listen to me? Well, instead of bragging about my accomplishments, I want to let you know that when I first started online, I spent about like 3 years creating content only to see no growth. And I had to move into my parents' basement as a result of all the time and effort I was trying to put into growing this thing online. You see, most entrepreneurs' journeys, they involve things like dropping out of college or talking about how they didn't do well in school and then they did the one thing and then everything just took off. But that wasn't me. I did really well in school. I graduated from college with a degree in health and exercise science, and I was on my way to be a physical therapist. But I didn't really feel accomplished. I didn't feel fulfilled in that career path. So after graduating college, I decided to do what I loved most, and I pursued going full-time creating content online. And my dream, it was to create such high-quality content that my viewers would just be like, this is amazing, and they just would start paying me money. But as I said, I spent 3 years trying to grow this thing online, had nothing to show for it, and then eventually I had to move into my parents' basement because I couldn't afford rent. But during that time, when I was kind of sleeping on that pull-out couch in the basement, I was spending most of my days just reflecting, studying, and re-examining my approach to what I was doing with my business online. And I saw that I was doing it all wrong. And sadly, most podcasters, they never have this realization for themselves. They spend all their time implementing outdated methods that may have helped people in the past, but they're not going to be helping you now. I thought that spending more money on expensive equipment, buying super fancy software, and spamming links to my friends and family to go watch my show was the way to have success online. But what I learned was that real growth comes from providing real transformation and real value to the lives of your listeners. And real impact, that comes when you're actually able to change others' lives for the better. And making money with your show, it's not restricted to simply begging for donations or waiting on getting sponsors. However, most podcasters don't know that there's another way. I was able to save enough money while I was living with my parents to eventually hire a mentor. I was purchasing courses. I was studying all the things behind the scenes of what other successful brands were doing online. And during that period, I actually began to self-publish my own book. And I was doing all of this while I was just sleeping on a couch in my parents' basement. But what I discovered, it seemed like this hidden secret that wasn't being shared with the podcasting community. And 6 months after I started implementing some of the new tactics and all these different marketing things I'm going to be sharing with you on my show, all of these things applied together helped me generate over $12,000 with my show in less than 6 months of launching it. Now, I'm not saying this is exactly going to happen to every single person out there who listens to what I say, but I'm just saying that when I applied the things that I'm going to be talking about in these episodes, that's the result I was able to get. And I didn't have a large audience. I didn't have sponsors. Sure, there are a bunch of details that I don't have the time to go into explaining in this video for how I did that, but I just want to let you know that I was able to make money by starting my podcast, and it didn't involve virality, and it didn't involve sponsors. And I want to share those secrets with you. Now, don't get me wrong, the methods and frameworks, these things aren't new. These things are tried, these things are proven, and they're being used by brands and other big influencers, and they've been doing it for decades. So they're just not sharing it with everyone. Oh, you can come in, babes. Yeah, I was like, well, let me record a quick video just before heading out. And in each episode, my aim is to equip podcasters with the knowledge that they need to make more money and more impact quicker than they would if they kept doing these outdated old traditional methods. Because I used to think that consistently producing high quality content that took hours of like meticulous editing would lead to sponsors. I thought it would lead to people donating, and I thought it was going to lead to the success that I wanted. And what's worse is that most podcasters still think that they need to spend hours editing just 15 minutes of audio. And it's like, that's crazy, you know? But you don't need to do that, you know? And the reason why I know that is because my show is living proof of that fact. But success, you know, sure, some people want to see success in the form of more downloads, or they measure success based on how much money they're making. But the success that I saw, it wasn't in the form of more downloads. It wasn't in the form of seeing the dollar bill sign go up. You know, the real success that I began to measure my work on was based on how I was able to help transform the people's lives that were listening to my show on a deeper level. And plus, you know, now I'm not living in my parents' basement anymore. That's a pretty good measure of success right there. But anyway, I just want to say, like, you know, I'm obsessed with learning the top strategies for helping my audience create more impact and income online with their podcast. So I created Impact Podcaster Academy to provide these frameworks to fellow podcasters. But right now, you know, the best way that I can serve you is if you subscribe to this channel, you comment, and let me know what your biggest result is that you're looking to achieve with your podcast. And if you want to take things that next step further, I want to invite you to join the Impact Podcaster Academy private Facebook group. In this group, I upload exclusive content. There's free downloads, and I often interact with members one-on-one there. You know, it's a great place to ask questions, share feedback, and get plugged into a group of passionate and skilled podcasters who can help take your show to that next level. It's a real fun place to come hang out, learn, ask questions, and contribute in. If you want to access the group, just go to facebook.com/groups/impact podcaster academy. That's facebook.com/group/impact podcaster academy. I'll have the link in the description and stuff like that, so you can go check it out there. Anyway, I'm really excited to see how much you're able to grow your podcast by using the content I share in these episodes. Thank you so much for listening, and I look forward to seeing you in the next episode.